It is working. It's just, I turned the sounds off. Easy there, easy. Dude, whoa, whoa, no! Mistakes are made. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host E-Day, bringing you more Let's Play Cave Factory. Here's my horse. I went ahead and I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I made a horse spawn bait and gave him the saddle and the diamond armor. So we got him running around. I made some other baits as well. Found out that it requires a lot of blocks from that biome for the bait to function, which I believe the grass functions as those blocks. I think it needs 15 in total. So grass blocks and flour, a little bit of water. This amount worked for the spawn baits. So let's drop them off for right now. Today's episode, what we're going to be working on is more blood magic. So in the quest book, we're going to go along this line where we're going to make the demon crystallizer. And after making that, the quest reward is the demon crucible, which both of these work hand in hand to putting the demon aura back into the world and then refining it into crystals. So let's jump into this one first. We need to make another Hellfire Forge. So let's see, we need a blank slate, we need a block of iron, ingots, and any stone. So last time what we set up was the routing nodes. It has been working perfectly. The macro did work, and for some weird reason, after a while, it ends up spitting the zombies out of the designated area, but only when I'm using the macro. It's kind of weird. So I've died a couple of times, it doesn't really matter. I went ahead and I switched out the spawner that we had gotten from the nether. Oh, look at that rock candy. Oh goodness, why am I... Oh, it's spilling over because I'm full on the Tartaric Gem. I'm getting distracted. I moved the blaze spawner to over here inside the smeltery so that we could do the automated blazing blood to power the smeltery. Since we're overlapping on spawners now. The portal that took us to the hidden realm, there was a spawner for wither skeletons, and I couldn't carry it through the portal with the carry-on feature, but with Silk Touch on our pickaxe, I was able to pick it up and I moved it. So now we are spilling out wither skeletons. I decided switching from zombies to the wither skeletons would be a better idea for right now. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to start needing nether stars, but I figured switching it out now is a good idea, since we're still going to be cutting these guys down for the demonic will, which we actually need this episode. So let's get back to making another one of these Hellfire Forges. So we needed a blank slate. All of the routing is working perfectly. Blank slate, we needed stone. We needed iron, block. Why is my dolomite in here? Alright, we need an iron. So 9 and then 2 more. Alright, there we go. And what else did we need? That's the Hellfire Forge. We need a lapis, stone, and glass. It's not that expensive. So stone and glass. Alright, I moved some stuff around. Glass. We can grab another piece of stone, and we can grab a piece of lapis from over here, right? Oops. That doubled a little bit too much. Alright, so take this guy out. Lapis, Hellfire Forge, glass, and a stone. And we can put... Let's see if we can use this guy. Is that enough? Not enough. Alright, there's our demon crystallizer. Cool. So let's see. F9 for chunk borders. Is F9 not in this one? Oh no. F7 is, but F9 isn't. So let's see. We are going to do F3 and G at the same time for chunk borders. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure this is actually pretty awesome. We got... I didn't do this when I put this guy together, but luckily the entire altar is in one chunk. Thank goodness for that. The universe provides. Alright, so the altar is in one chunk. What I'm gonna do is the demon crystallizer and the demon crucible have to be in the same chunk. So let's go ahead and put these guys on this side, I would say. We'll put the crystallizer right here. And we'll get rid of chunk borders F3G. What is that? Don't know what that was. F3 and G. There we go. Okay. F3 and G. So we have the demon crystallizer down. And the quest reward for this guy is going to be our demon crucible. Nice. And with the demon crucible, what I want to do is, since this is in the same chunk now, putting one of these gems in here that has demonic will. We'll do this one for 188. Actually, let's just go ahead and use the one that has 924. We'll put this guy in here, and it will transfer the 924 demonic will into the chunk that we're in. And then the demon crystallizer will take that demonic energy and turn it into demon crystals for us on this little square pedestal here. And now that we have the second one, we can gather some more demonic will this way, I guess. We can fill this guy up. It's already at 374. Okay. So that takes care of the demon crystallizer. Oh yeah, and I already talked about the seared channel to the duct. I went ahead and I made some more of these iron keys so that we could explore some more of the edge of the hidden realm. But before we do that, we finally have our tau fruit. So with the saturated tau, we'll be able to put it into an alchemical reaction chamber, which this will be the first time I've made this guy. We need 2 of these imbued slates. So let's check this real quick. Grab this guy. Not this guy. This guy. The Magician Blood Orb. Alright, and we need what? 2 of the imbued. There we go. We need 2 blocks of iron, stone, and a furnace. So let's make this guy real quick. Furnace. Blocks of iron. Alchemical reaction chamber. Alright. So this is one of the newer machines. I haven't seen this guy yet. I haven't used it. So from what I understand, we need to make one of these sanguine reverters. Hellfire Forge for another imbued slate, iron, and stone. So imbued slate will make a new pair of shears. Alright, iron, stone, and then 2 more for a new pair of shears. There we go. Alright, shears, imbued slate, block of iron, or no, just regular iron, and stone. I think the create the dolomite should work. There we go. We have the reverter. Alright, and let me check something real quick. Oh, cool. So it also refills the gem inside. So it's in the same chunk. So the demon crucible also puts it back into the gem that you have in here. Refills it, the Hellfire Forge. That's pretty cool. We already have a crystal that's beginning to grow. We can't break it off until it has, I believe, 4 spires. It goes up to 5 spires, but if you break it before then, it will shatter and you won't get the crystal that you want. So in here we'll do the reverter, and now we should be able to grab our Tau fruit that we have, the saturated Tau fruit. We'll grab 3 of them. And with the reverter, we should be able to break them back down. The saturated Tau will turn into weak blood shards. Perfect. 2. And 3. Wonderful. Alright, we're making really good progress. We get hydration cells. We'll probably put those into the ARC. A lava crystal. And we get a book of unbreaking. Oh, the sentient sword is breaking. So let's go ahead and put unbreaking on that guy. Let's see, unbreaking. So now the sentient sword will break slower for us. Alright, we can upgrade our blood altar now. We can get it to tier 4. So we need to make 28 blank runes and also these large bloodstone bricks. Alright, so we just grab 1 stone and 1 brick. Let's go. 1 stone. And 1 of these shards will make 8 of these large bloodstone bricks. And let's see, I believe we can turn them into large bloodstone brick to bloodstone bricks. But let me make 100% sure where these guys need to go for the tier 4 blood altar. I believe they need to go in place of these glowstone, and then we also need to make the remainder of the blank runes. So let's see, blank runes, use, yeah. So we'll make more of these blank runes. We need a total of what? Let's see, the quest will tell us. 28 more of these blank runes. So let me set this up and let me read up real quick where these 4 of these bloodstone bricks go. So there are our 28 blank runes. Let's go ahead and grab the Magician Blood Orb as well. We have 28 blank runes, and we have our large bloodstone bricks. So what we're going to do is now we can replace the redstone that I have here. We're unlocking even more trinkets. We can put down the blank runes in their place. Okay. And then these guys need to be replaced, the corners. With the large bloodstone bricks. Let's see, we need something to climb up with. Bloodstone brick. Alright, and let's see, this should work. I don't think we need to change it into its brick form. So now it says, yep, we have a tier 4 altar going. Perfect. Oh, and I didn't even notice, when I pulled out the Magician Blood Orb, it started pulling stones again. So let's go ahead and let's see. We also need to do one extra thing. We get redstone link, okay. We need one thing so that we can start using the tier 4. We have a weak blood shard. We need a full crystal. So let's see, where is the crystal at? It is at 3 spires so far. We need to go to at least 4, I believe, for it to break off. I'm probably going to go with 5 so that I don't risk anything. Let's see, how much does it still have? Whoops. How do you take it back out? Open hand, right? There we go. So we still had 93 in it. So let's switch it out with this guy. There we go. And let's see. 195. And 248. Okay. The one thing I do know what we need to do is we need to pull out the standard filter just for right now so that this guy stops. Because this is completely out of blood right now. We need to upgrade the blood supply as well. So let's see, we need to make 7 of these into runes of capacity. We need buckets, we need blank runes. So we need imbued slates, 7. And I guess let's take the front ones here. And let's turn on the magnet just to be safe. Alright, so we got these 7. And then I don't remember if it lets us reuse the buckets. So let's make 3 buckets real quick. 3. Let's see. We need any forged stone. So let's grab the stone we have in our inventory. And no, it actually uses the buckets. Okay. All right. Capacity 7. There we go. So 7 more runes of capacity. And let's see, how much can we hold in here now? 40,000 buckets of blood can be put into the altar now. So now what we should do is we should switch over to from the sentient sword to the sacrifice, the dagger of sacrifice. And what we need to do is we need to fill this guy up with 40,000 buckets. Alright, 40,000 millibuckets. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out one of our imbued slates. We're going to go ahead and run this guy through so that we can make the next tier slate, which is the tier 4 demonic slate. So let's see, I can chop these guys too. There's our demonic slate. Oops, I keep shift clicking. Alright, that's our first demonic slate that we need to make the greater Tartaric Gem. We need the common Tartaric Gem, which we have in our inventory. We need a weak blood shard, which we've already done. And we need a will crystal. So let's see what we're at right now. We are at 4. And from what I understand, if we right click, we light ourselves on fire. Alright. Oh, it's because I'm standing on the arc? Or no, there's a blaze that decided to spawn outside of where it's supposed to be. Let's see. What is our blood level at? Our blood level is at 28.6. So let's go ahead while we're waiting for that last shard. Let's go ahead and fill this guy back up with 40,000 blood. We're at 32. We need to get to 40 so that we can upgrade our magician blood orb into a master blood orb by putting in one of these weak blood shards, but it requires 40,000 LP. That's why we made the capacity upgrades. Let's see, 39,400. All right, so we'll put one of these guys down, and that will start gathering all of the blood and putting it into the weak blood shard. What a unique flavor. So many swords. That's the only bummer. Cool. So now we have our master blood orb. So let's see, how much blood can we put in the system now? Wow, that's a lot. Oh wait, I completely forgot. I always have to right click it once. There we go. 1 million? Yep, 1 million. 1 million LP can be put in now. That will take a very long time to fill up. Yeah, we're at 161,000 out of 1 million for the master. We have 1,024. We have more than 1,024. All right, there we go. I guess we had to take the crystal out. There we go. It harvests all of them, except for the last one. 1024. Put this guy back in here. It's always a little confusing how that works. So we had 1024, we right-clicked it with an open hand. Maybe because this guy was still feeding it, it wouldn't let us pop it off. Oop, there's one over here too. So there we have 6 of the demon will crystals. Let's upgrade the Tartaric Gem that we have. This guy. One of these. Like so. And there we go. We have a greater Tartaric Gem now. That is pretty sweet. We get demon bricks. And we get an demon will aura gauge. Cool. So let's try this real quick. We have demon will crystals. 4 of them. Let's try and make a crystal cluster. In the Hellfire Forge. Minimum 1,200 will. Okay. Minimum of 1,200 will. So let's switch these guys back out. Yep. And use our grater. Alright, that makes us a raw crystal cluster. And let's see, can we place these guys anywhere and have them grow? Since we're in the chunk. Put it right there and have it grow. See, this guy's already growing again. Alright, this one's at 33% and this one just grew. It's at 16%. So yeah, the crystal clusters can be placed anywhere. Within the chunk, of course. And both of them have a chance to grow. So now we have this one at 16% and this one at 33%. So let me check something real quick. We have 2,333. Let's take this guy out. With an empty hand. Yep, we can harvest. Can we harvest this guy with an empty hand? Perfect. We got another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the big boy here. Cool. There we go. We got another cluster. Nice. We're growing crystals. Put this guy here. Put this guy back here to feed everything. Like that. We got our big boy here so that we can gather more demonic will this way. Neat. In the quest book, the next thing that they want us to do will be our first real ritual, which will be the Well of Suffering. It will cause damage to mobs in the area and supply blood. So we'll be able to automate not only the slates, what we did in a previous episode, but we'll also be able to automate the gathering of blood by linking it to this blood altar here. So let's see, we need to upgrade our ritual diviner to dusk. So we need 2 of the demonic slates. These guys need 15,000 LP each. And we have 8,000 in right now. So let's see. We need to do some more sacrificing. And we need to move 2 of these imbued slates. Alright, there is our second demonic slate. What we also need is, let's see, we should have it on us, yep. 18 blocks of coal. We can turn that into 2 blocks of coal. And I believe we can run these guys through the blood altar to make the inscription tools, yeah. And we know we need 2,000, so let's see what we're at. We have 3,000. So block of coal. One and 2. Cool. So we have the inscription tools, we have the demonic slates, and we need to upgrade our ritual diviner that we have in our inventory. Let's set this guy over here. We can turn it into the dusk form. Nice. So now we have access to even more rituals. Let's also throw away all of these swords that we have here. Bye-bye. Alright, with that, we're going to need a total of what? 36? Oh, cool. We got ritual stones. We got 11. Nice. So we need a total of 36 and another master ritual stone to get this guy working. So let's go ahead and make them real quick. We need reinforced and we need blank. We need 36. 35. Bummer. There we go. We have all of the ritual stones that we need. Drop these off. I guess we can put these in here for right now. That is the Well of Suffering, which gives us another spawner and capturing 5 upgrade. Let's see, how many upgrades can we put on one sword? Capturing 5. Alright, and the spawner, it looks like it's a blank spawner. It's a pig spawner. That's crazy. Endless supply of pigs. It's too bad there's no goats in this game, because goats would make most sense, right? So let's go ahead and change this to peaceful, so that we're not bothered. We're going to build this ritual within 10 blocks vertically of the blood altar itself. So let's go upstairs and let's pick up the water real quick so that we don't have to deal with that. We'll grab the water bucket and let this clear out. And then 10 blocks vertically. Okay, so I decided that we're going to get rid of the 9x9 and we're going to lower the ritual down to this level so that we can place it down. And we're going to just go by default zombies again, like before, like when we first started the pack. So I went ahead and I shift right clicked through the rituals. Let's go. Well of Suffering. Alright, now we can right click to get this guy up and running. Alright, we have our Well of Suffering placed down. We have enough room for it now. Master Ritual Stone. We'll give 2 block spaces for zombies to be able to spawn under that. And we'll do the Minecraft zombie spawner here. Alright, and get rid of these 2 blocks. And then we should have, yeah, we have 2 blocks above it as well. So let's go ahead and hit it up with a lever to turn it on. And then all we have to do is knock out all the torches, right? so that this guy starts spawning. And then, of course, after knocking out all the torches, let's... Rush of energy flows through the ritual. All right. It is working. It's just, I turned the sounds off. Easy there, easy. Dude, whoa, whoa, no. Mistakes are made. I forgot to close off the door. Guys. Hey, there we go. All right. So now we have this blocked off, and let's see. 1570, 16, it's doing it by its own. There we go. So it was a bumpy ride, but we got it to work. That's the point of this, right? So now we can get rid of the little chute that we had going on. And if I really wanted to, I could set up another chute somewhere else. If I wanted to gather more of these wither skeleton skulls or mob drops, we can set it up somewhere else for right now. The only bummer is that the Well of Suffering has to be placed vertically. The Master Ritual Stone and the Blood Altar has to be within 4 blocks horizontal and 10 blocks vertical. And since the tier 4 altar and the size of this ritual, since they're so large, it pretty much means it either has to go under or over your altar. And under it, I have the windmill, so we couldn't do under and over unless I moved everything, which I might do that when we get to the Twilight Forest. Then I can make everything look pretty. But look at that, we're already full at 40,000. So one thing I should do is we should set this guy up. Yep, there we go. And fill our network with the 1 million life essence that we have. Before I call it a stream completely, let's check out our crystals. Crystals are doing really well. Let's see, we have 3,000 in our gem. Let's grab this guy. And let's harvest. There we go. We have another 12. That's perfect. All right. So with those 12, we'll be able to make another 3 crystal clusters. Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to keep this series going, and click on my dude here to subscribe for more modded Minecraft. If you want to see the full unedited progress, hit up my Twitch at twitch.tv/ddanicus. I put the link in the description below for you guys.